everyone, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me video on this look right here. I know it's pretty aggressive, it is definitely not for everybody, but this is definitely 100% what I was going for and I absolutely love how it came out. I was basically inspired by the glitter that I just got. This is from Glitter Injections and I wanted to try it out and make some new looks with it. So this is what I came up with. I hope that you like it. If you're interested in seeing how I created this look, just go ahead and keep watching. So first we're going in with the shade from Makeup Geek Cosmetics. It's in the shade Unexpected. And I'm just taking a large fluffy brush to create really that transition shade. It's really the best cool toned eyeshadow that I thought would go well with this look. So I'm just going from inner to outer corner, and as you can see I'm kind of swiping that brush kind of outward. Normally I wouldn't do that, but with this look, since it is going to be a double winged cut crease, I wanted to bring that shade out. So now I'm going in with MAC's Sketch Eyeshadow with a little bit smaller of a brush and a little bit lower. And I'm just going to be blending that just a little bit more in the crease there. This is a little bit darker shade than the transition. And again, inner to outer corner, and then you'll see I'm kind of blending it out to create that shadowed eyeliner look that will be deepening up more and more just to create more dimension with this look. There aren't a lot of eyeshadows that I use in this look, but there are really important techniques to use, such as the blending that you'll see right here. So I'm actually going back and forth again with that first shade, the Unexpected from Makeup Geek, with that large fluffy brush and just blending those two shades that I've put on so far. So again, most of this look is honestly blending, blending, blending. Going back in with another Makeup Geek shadow, this is in the shade Corrupt. This is just a matte black shade. Now I'm just going to define that upper eyeliner area where the black shadow is going to go. You could use actual black liner if you want, but I really wanted this to blend into the other shadows, so all I'm using is a black shadow with a very stiff eyeshadow brush, or eyeliner brush per se, and then I'm just blending this in the area where I want it. This is not going to be detailed because now we're going to blend it out afterwards, so don't worry if you're getting it on the lid as you see here, or if it's not a perfect line, because you're going to blend it out here with this pencil brush. So going in, I'm just going over with a little bit more black, not a lot of product, just a little bit more, and just buffing that into the other colors that we've already placed down. There's actually not that many shades that we use in this look, it's just more of going in and blending them all into each other, so that's what you'll see me going back and forth to all the different shades, blending, blending, blending. I'm going back in, like I said, with that color from MAC. This is Sketch, and the brush I used earlier. Again, just trying to blend those two together, the black with the kind of plum shade and then also the transition shade. Again, this is all just trying to make it look a little bit more seamless. It does look kind of funny at this point because nothing is really all put together, but don't worry, just keep going with the look and I promise it'll turn out well. Speaking of blending, I'm going back in with this brush. This is the first brush that I use with that Unexpected transition shade. And I'm just blending all three of those shades together. There's no additional product in this brush. I really am just blending all of them together to help them look a little bit more seamless. Next, I want to clean up that lid just a little bit, so I'm going to be using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. You don't have to use any particular shade because it's going to be covered with glitter anyways, but I'm just taking a flat shader brush and just putting a little bit of that soft ochre shade of the paint pot just over where I feel like it's not super nice and could be a little bit more clean. Again, this is an optional step because you're not going to see this part anyways, but I wanted to just so I had a better idea of where to place the actual glitter itself. Now I'm just taking a makeup wipe and just cleaning that outside area because I'm going to be putting some more products here and I want to make sure that it's nice and clean and there's nothing, no fallout from the other shadows so far. We're going in with the eyeliner now. This is Inlgot Gel Liner number 77, and I'm just first focusing that eyeliner on the lid first, and then we're going to go and do the actual wing. I would like to do the wing here first because I find it really hard to do gel liner over glitter, so that's why I chose to do this step first. So here I am doing my normal winged out liner, and I absolutely love this gel liner. I use it all the time, as you probably know. So I'm just creating that second wing to this look. I am using a glitter glue today. This is just the one that Nye has. I'm not totally sure if you needed it, but this is my first time using this product right here, so I wanted to make sure that it stayed well. These are from Glitter Injections. This is in the shade Midnight Glow. These are pressed glitters, and they are so beautiful, you guys. I wasn't totally sure if I could use this little tool here. This is just a disposable lip gloss wand. But I wanted to use this just because I wanted a precise area, but I do find that they work better with your finger, which is dabbing your finger into the product and placing it. But because, again, I wanted a precise area to put them, that's why I use this wand. This was my first time wearing these lashes and I absolutely adore them. They are from Ardel, the number 207s. They are stacked lashes and they are so beautiful, you guys. And they were really easy to apply actually, so I would definitely recommend them. I found them recently. I don't know, I hadn't seen them before, so if you can find them, definitely pick up a pair and try them out because they are so pretty. Moving on to the face, I'm going in with these two foundations, this Mercier Silk Cream and then Makeup Forever HD. The only reason why I'm using two is because I didn't really have a shade that was perfect for me, so one was really dark and one was really light, and so the combination of these two actually came out to be a good shade for me. It looks a little bit orange here, but once I add a little bit more of the HD foundation, which is the lighter one, it actually turned out okay. And the lighting also wasn't great here either, so I think that definitely have to apologize for that because I was trying to just film in an area that I already was sitting in, and clearly that didn't work out. Here I'm using a concealer. I actually ended up only using one of them, so I use the It Cosmetics concealer. I really have been liking this lately. I got it in my Ipsy bag recently, and it is so good. So I'm just placing these in the areas that I wanted to conceal and highlight. This is a lighter shade, so the areas underneath my eyes, on my chin, down the bridge of my nose. And now I'm just going in with a damp beauty blender, the same one I used to do my foundation, and I'm just blending it all out just so it looks a little bit more seamless. I am going to be baking today using the Mercier translucent powder. I love this to bake, and if you haven't seen me do this before, I do this pretty much every time I do my makeup, so it really helps to set that under eye area. So all I'm doing here is taking that beauty blender that I used earlier and just putting a hefty amount of that translucent powder in the areas that I highlighted. I'm just going to let that sit there while I contour and do the rest of my face. So here I am just placing the powder all in those areas. Next I'm going in with pretty much the only contour palette that I use. This is Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette, and I'm using the shade that I point to here. It is kind of the lightest, coolest shade of the entire palette that worked well for this look. So now I'm just going in with my NARS Ita brush, and I'm just contouring out and really carving out those cheekbones, bringing that color a little bit up on the temples of my head and then also a little bit on my forehead just to create more of dimension throughout the face. As you can see, that translucent powder is still baking on my face, so that's okay. It's supposed to look like that. We're going to be going in next to kind of dust it away, but it's going to really sit there while we're doing the contouring of the face. Heading back to that Kat Von D palette, I really love the banana shade in this palette, and I'm lightly tapping in there and then lightly dusting away all that translucent powder. That's what you would normally do. You don't have to put additional product on your brush when you're dusting it away, but I like to use that yellow tone just to give it that nice look. I really enjoy using both of them together, but like I said, that is totally optional. You do not need to do that. But here I am just going over all those areas and just dusting off the translucent powder and adding a little bit more of that yellowish tone from the Kat Von D palette. Now I'm just going with a large duo fiber brush, just cleaning up, no product on it, just really just blending it all together, making sure there's no harsh lines. So since I was going with a cool tone look, I didn't have a blush that I liked, so I ended up using this eyeshadow right here. This is the same one we use in the transition area. This is just Unexpected from Makeup Geek. I've actually used this a few times as blush, and I really like it because it's not too overpowering and it blends really well because of course it's an eyeshadow. So that's what I decided to use today for this cool tone blush. I kept this simple with the lower lash line. I'm just going with this flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just putting in these two colors. I'm going to just use Sketch that we used earlier and Unexpected, and I'm just using them to really just buff out that lower lash line and just create more of a smoky look. That's pretty much all I did. I also put black eyeliner in my waterline, the Inlgot, but for some reason I lost that clip. So that's all I did on the lower lash line, was just use a pencil brush to then blend it all out and then put some mascara. Highlights, I'm going to be using this Merry Luminizer from the Balm. It is so beautiful. It's a very silver, cool tones highlight. So I'm just highlighting my cheekbones with that and also putting a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I actually also did this underneath my eyebrow bone just to give that a little bit more of a highlight. And now I absolutely love this lipstick. I know it's not for everyone, but I thought it went so well with this look. This is Potion from Anastasia. It looks like it's a black lipstick, but it really is more of a really dark plum. I absolutely adore it. I really actually get a lot of compliments when I wear it. Either I get compliments or I get a lot of stares. Either way, I absolutely love it. So I definitely recommend it. And this is the final part of the look, so I hope that you like how it turned out, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please do so as well, and I will see you guys in my next video. So let's go ahead and see that final look. Bye guys.